Hey guys, welcome back to Kal-El Soups 808. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the upcoming Mega Man X and Zero 1/4 scale statues from Premium Collectibles Studio, PCS. Stay tuned. So on the day of recording this video, these guys have gone up for pre-order on the PCS website. They will be up for sale on the Sideshow website, but have not reached there just yet. But these are the prototype pics and they're looking fantastic in my opinion, so let's chat about them a little bit more. So in case you don't know, Mega Man X, or X, is just a different robot to the original classic Mega Man. The original Mega Man, or Rockman, as he was known in Japan, was originally made by Dr. Light as kind of a housekeeping robot, but then turned into a fighting robot to try and stop Dr. Wily. X here, this guy is a different, upgraded robot, and I guess Zero was the equivalent of Mega Man that was created by Dr. Wily. Fans of the... I've probably butchered a little bit of history there, but that's my understanding of it anyway. So this is Mega Man X in quarter scale by PCS. And I think they've done a great job here. It comes in two different editions. It comes in the regular edition, which is what we see here on this museum style base here, very simple base. Much like PCS's original Street Fighter line, they come on a very similar base. And then it comes with a capsule base, which I'll show you very shortly. But this is quite different. This seems to show Mega Man in some kind of like almost in repair mode or being built, because he's kind of missing some of his armor there to show you the inner workings of his machinery. So you'll see one of his arms is kind of exposed, armorless there, on the right of this picture, and then his left leg is also kind of exposed without the armor. I think that's a very neat little touch. The paintwork on it is looking really good. It's looking nice, clean and glossy. I love the silver metallic elements there. So the retail price of this is showing as TBD, so to be determined. So we don't know the exact price of this thing yet, which is kind of weird, seeing as it's up for pre-order. The dimensions are as follows. It's 17 inches in height, 10 inches in width, and 8 inches in depth, with an estimated ship date between March and May 2023. And just like the price, the edition size is also to be determined at this time. I'm loving most things about this thing right now. Like, I love the nice vibrant colours, I love the beautiful glossy paintwork, I love the simplicity of the face. I do like the idea that we've got some with armour and some without, like he's being maintained or fixed or built even. That's really, really cool. My one wish, and this is not a criticism, it's just something that I would like to see, would be a switch out right arm with that buster to resemble like the original Mega Man X buster, because to me, I don't know, it looks a little bit too flat, this thing, and it doesn't really look like the Mega Buster that I'm familiar with. But once again, that's a personal preference and not a criticism. It just would be a nice to have. Anyway, now we move on to the deluxe version, which is presumably going to be quite a bit more expensive than the first. But the key differences are you get a switch out head with a closed eyes portrait, and also this massive capsule looking base, which is quite intricate with lots of little details into it. So we'll have a closer look at that right now. So first of all, I love the simplicity of the coloration in the capsule. The whites, the blacks, the greys. It really makes the piece itself inside the capsule pop. And then add to that the blue light up effect, which I think comes from underneath the piece. and above actually. It's shining down on his helmet there. So the base lights up to make this thing even more vibrant. And then there's this nice little screen at the front of the capsule here, kind of just showing you the diagnostics of X there, which is a nice little touch. And then I love all the kind of robotic arms around him that are obviously there for kind of maintaining him and fixing him. And yeah, it's a beautiful little piece. He's got that wire going into his chest there, that cable, presumably powering him, with that mechanical arm attached to it, as though it's going to like pull the plug out for him to set off on his mission. So depending on the price, which is also to be determined, like if I was to choose between the two, I would obviously want this one because there's just a hell of a lot more going on with that base. It really tells a story, and I love the light up feature, and obviously it's going to add a little bit of height to the guy as well, and width, etc. So the dimensions of this deluxe version are 30 inches in height, 30, 18 inches in width, and 21 inches in depth. Apparently it's the same estimated ship dates, March to May 2023, with no edition size determined at this time. As I stated, I do like the simplicity of this base here, with just the greys, the blacks and the whites, because that does make the piece inside it that much more vibrant and makes it pop. Now, could they have added more colours and detail to the base? Yes, they could, which would have been great, but I don't think it's necessary, especially around the back of the piece there, which you're never really going to see anyway. But I do love the fact that it's got that blue light up feature that really makes his blue armour shine. I love the fact that the deluxe comes with that switch out portrait with the closed eyes, just making it look like he's in rest mode while he gets repaired or built. I was a huge fan of the Mega Man games as a kid. I still have my original NES and all the original, I think up to Mega Man 5 or 6. And then I didn't really play anymore after that, other than Mega Man X itself on the Super Nintendo, which was just phenomenal. And a massive part of why I love the Mega Man games is the musics. I genuinely believe them to have some of the best video game musics of all time. Capcom were just fantastic with that, like Street Fighter as well. Like the music in those games was just excellent. And then we'll move on to Zero here. As you can see, Zero is quite similar to the X statue here, with some of the armor being stripped away on the right arm and the left leg. Very different color scheme here, with the reds instead of Mega Man's blue. And then that nice green orb, which looks like clear resin there on the left side of the chest. I love the nice flow of long blonde hair behind the body here. And then the kind of endoskeleton, more black tones, like kind of grey-black, than X's metallic silver. And then this is obviously the regular edition, where it comes on that simple plinth style base. But obviously PCS have done a deluxe edition of this too, with a similar capsule to X. Once again though, my preference would be that we had a switch out option for that right arm here, with a buster that looks similar to the one that we know Zero has. But once again, not a criticism, just a very minor first world problem nitpick. Once again, we've got that beautiful, nice glossy paint job there on his armour. Nice splashes of colour with the yellows, the golds, the greens and the little orbs on his foot there and on his chest. And then the blue kind of triangle on his helmet. And then we've got the deluxe edition with the capsule, similar to the one that came with X. I believe there aren't many differences with this. Again, the base has that diagnostic screen, and it has a red light up effect, but the capsules look quite similar in nature. And he has that switch out portrait there with the closed eyes, just like with the X Deluxe. And then he has that power cable that goes into his chest there on the right side, just like with X. Yeah, and everything about this base looks to be kind of similar, apart from the red light up effect, really. I do have a couple of Mega Man statues in my collection, but they're nowhere near as good as these. These are really quite promising, and I think real fans of the franchise will be quite excited about these. And I don't know, I think if you're a Mega Man fan, they're almost a must-have, really. PCS have done some great work on a lot of stuff. Some of the human portraits are not always great, but there's no danger of that with this. It's an anime character, it's a video game character, so it's fairly easy for the face sculpt on this. But as you can see, the details on the armor, and then these capsules especially, are really nice. I suspect those arms will be on hinges so that you can move them to the body and away from the body. So that's going to be a nice little touch. So guys, what do you think of these statues? I'm excited. I think they look really good. Like I said, fans of the franchise are going to love these things. If you enjoyed this video in any way, guys, if you found any value in it whatsoever, please drop a like. It's very much appreciated and really helps out the channel. Also, consider subscribing if you're not subscribed already. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and check out some of the other videos I've done. I've done quite a lot of similar kind of content, so if you like these kind of characters and this kind of content, check it out. Alright guys, well thanks again, and with that said, I will see you in the next video.